What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. During the last part, we started a scenario where Piccolo got Kaioken. I mean, it's right in the title, it should be pretty clear. If you haven't seen that part already, be sure to watch it because there's a lot of important context for this part that you're going to need. I did say this was going to be a two-parter, but I kind of lied because after writing this out, I realized that it might need to be three parts. Today we'll be covering everything up to the Tournament of Power, and in terms of the stuff after that, that'll be saved for part 3 if that happens. So, if you want to see another part to the series and finish it, be sure to drop a like. We'll set a like goal of 3,500 likes, and if we hit that, I'll continue with that final part. Anyways, let's pick up from here and go into Dragon Ball Super. So, since this is going to be kind of quick, I have to also breeze through a couple of things, especially stuff that doesn't really involve Piccolo too much. We're going to be covering everything up until the Tournament of Power, like I said, and a lot has changed. Not just because Piccolo is stronger, but because we're actually using him in the story. He's going to be a huge and essential part to the series now. Don't be surprised if this affects characters' actions because that's the point. Piccolo's more involved, so he'll have way more influence on other characters too. Not just Goku, but Vegeta, Gohan, everyone else that's involved. First off, we get to Battle of Gods. And this isn't really going to involve Piccolo too much. Piccolo might end up having a fight with Beerus. I feel like this would definitely happen because Beerus would notice his strength, and he would be one of the strongest on Earth, so Beerus would definitely want to fight him. It's a shame. If only there was something like a Namekian god. But whatever, he's here for the Super Saiyan god. And a lot of this pretty much goes like normal, so we can kind of breeze through it. Goku becomes a Super Saiyan god, he fights Beerus, and eventually, he and Vegeta begin training with Beerus and Whis. Piccolo does consider training with them too. But he's gonna need to wait a bit because Beerus and Whis don't really care too much about him. They want to just focus on the Super Saiyan god right now. So, Piccolo does remain on Earth for the time being. Although, he does have an opportunity to shine. This is going to be the chance to prove himself to Beerus and Whis, allowing him to actually train on that planet. Resurrection F begins to happen. And thankfully, with Piccolo and Gohan being so much stronger here, they're not actually going to need Goku and Vegeta. Frieza is of course revived, and as soon as he and his army arrive to Earth, well, they pretty easily defeat the army, that's not even an issue. But Frieza himself, he definitely has been getting a lot stronger, and he eventually does transform into his golden form. Piccolo and Gohan are impressed by this, but not too impressed. With their combined strength, they're probably going to be able to defeat Frieza. A fight ensues. And pretty much like I've said in my other videos, there's not too much I can do to make Resurrection F interesting, so yeah, it's basically just a fight between Frieza and everyone. But Piccolo and Gohan are able to pull ahead, and without Goku and Vegeta there, it shows off their strength too. They're able to use their full power for once. This is finally an opponent that can test their full strength. Frieza is very strong, don't get me wrong. But these two combined, they're able to overcome him, defeat him, and kill him for good. Resurrection F has been avoided, and now, Beerus and Whis are interested in these two as well. Gohan opts to stay on Earth, but as for Piccolo, yeah, he's definitely gonna go along and train with them. Maybe there is such a thing as a Namekian god. Beerus doesn't know for sure, but I mean, if Saiyans can do it, who knows, maybe Namekians can. They have magical abilities and stuff, and with their unique physiology and backstory, maybe there is something that they can unlock for him. Who knows though? More time ends up passing, and eventually we do get to the Universe 6 tournament, and I kind of hate covering the tournaments in all honesty. We've come to this agreement, right? So we can also rush through this kinda. I know, sorry that I'm rushing through every part of the story, but we're only trying to focus on the stuff that really affects Piccolo a lot. And the next arc definitely is going to, so we'll be having more focus on that. But in terms of this arc, again, it's just a fight between a bunch of people. It's a tournament. There's not really much to make it interesting. The team will be Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin. And conceptually, it's kind of uninteresting to begin with, but this outcome is going to be even less interesting because realistically, it's just going to be Piccolo along the way. Piccolo beats Potamo, then he beats Frost, then he beats Magetta, then he beats Kappa. Piccolo almost beats Hit, but this is where he actually gets defeated. He just swept 4 of Universe 6's members, and now it's just Hit there. But with Namekian God and Kaioken, he is able to push Hit back a bit, although it's not clearly enough. However, Goku comes in right after. He and Piccolo have been training. When Vegeta and Goku went into the Room of Spirit and Time before, Piccolo went in with them as well, and Goku's been training for something different. Of course, they have been trying to get more control on Blue, making it stronger and all. But as with Piccolo, he decides to get Goku to focus on Kaioken again. Goku ended up discovering that maybe he could use Blue with Kaioken together. With the control of Blue combined with the strength of Kaioken, it could really work. And with the help of Piccolo there, Piccolo's able to help Goku get more practice with Kaioken. It has been a while after all, and Piccolo can show him some new techniques and tricks with it, as well as training him the most efficient way possible. Goku ends up going to Blue Kaioken against Hit, and he has more control in it, even able to do it to higher levels. He doesn't pull out just Kaioken times 10, he pulls out Kaioken times 20. And unlike originally, he knows it doesn't have a risk of making him just explode out of pure power. He actually does have a handle on it, which is why he's able to go up so high right now. Kaioken times 20 is only something he accessed later on in the story, but he has it earlier on now. And of course, he's going to be able to easily defeat Hit here. And it's not like the fight just ends. Of course, he does want to see Hit go all out, but Kaioken times 20 is so strong that Goku doesn't even know his own strength, and he accidentally does knock Hit out of the ring, so it ends just like that. But Hit's impressed, and the two of them definitely want to see more of each other in the future. Champa is furious though. One fighter took out 4 people, and then another came in and just defeated Hit, his strongest person. Goku and Vegeta aren't too surprised, but Vegeta's kinda schmizzed. He did want to fight after all, and Kakarot is way ahead of him now that he sees this. He needs to get something for himself, some new form of blue to actually go ahead of Goku. But he doesn't know how he'll do that or if that's even possible. That remains to be seen though. Next, we go into the Goku Black arc. After Goku's performance in the Universe 6 tournament, Zamasu does end up stealing his body. Once Goku Black shows up in the past to follow Trunks, this is where we start seeing some major changes to this arc. At first, Piccolo's gonna try and encourage Goku to finish the fight now. Don't play around. Goku's only in Super Saiyan 2, and Goku Black is able to contend with him. But Piccolo realizes that this guy is dangerous. He's just in his base right now, and he's still contending with Goku in this form. It's really bad. He's probably way stronger than they expect, and he wants Goku to finish this right now. They have no idea of what he's capable of, how strong he can grow, what abilities he has, who he even is after all. The safest option isn't to leave him unchecked, it's to kill him right here and right now. And that's not how Goku operates. It's not like he's trying to spare Goku Black or anything. He's just trying to enjoy this fight right now and gauge his strength. But he realizes that Piccolo's right. Okay, it probably is best for him to kill Goku Black. He powers up, going into Super Saiyan God. Goku Black's amazed by this power. That's the godly power that he was using during the tournament. Of course, the hair's a different color, but he could sense that godly aura coming out of him. But recognizing the strength, he knows that he might need to escape by now. This alerts him, and he starts to open a portal to try and go back to the future. As Goku charges up an attack, someone else is charging up an attack too. On the ground, Piccolo is charging up a massive Masenko. And Goku Black's about to enter his portal. But right before he does, he's hit from a Kamehameha by Goku and a Masenko from Piccolo. Both of them are so fast and so powerful that he can't dodge it. And both of the beams are launched right through the portal alongside Goku Black. Zamasu sees this. The portal appears and a giant beam of energy flies through it. It even hits him, disintegrating him a bit, but he regenerates. But where's Goku Black? He sees him nowhere. There's some remains of him, such as pieces of his clothing, but he can't sense him anywhere. That blast, it must have actually killed him. Why didn't he become immortal? That was so stupid. And now he's dead. The power of those two mortals combined, that was enough to defeat him. And it wasn't even their full power either. What the hell is this? Zamasu is furious. Furious beyond belief. Trunks escaped, and now all of this happened. Whatever. He's the immortal one. He'll take matters into his own hands. Immediately after seeing Goku Black die, Zamasu then jumps through the portal. No one knew it was him, but now they could clearly see who's responsible for this. That explains that weird presence around Goku Black, the time ring and the Potara earring. And Beerus and Whis immediately see what's going on too. But let's see how these mortals handle it first. Immediately Zamasu goes for Piccolo. He's an issue. He's one of the strongest and he works too fast. Zamasu might be able to kill him right away. Piccolo launches a powerful attack, but it does absolutely nothing. Of course, it does damage Zamasu, but he immediately regenerates from it. They still don't know that he's immortal. What the hell is this regeneration ability? They've never encountered anything like it, at least to this extent they haven't. Goku jumps in too, trying to attack as well, and his attacks do nothing either. What the hell is up with this guy? The two keep attacking Zamasu, but nothing happens. Although, Zamasu gets cocky during his monologue. He explains what he's trying to accomplish, and he eventually does let it slip that he is immortal. Not that this will give him a disadvantage or anything, but it lets them know why he won't die, and it lets them know that they can't kill him. Crap, what are they supposed to do now? You know what? Zamasu might not be able to fight them, but he has a better idea. In terms of magic, he's so far above them, even if his pure strength and ki aren't above them. He turns towards Piccolo, immediately paralyzing him with magic. This is perfect. Even if these people are strong, who cares? His magic is so far above them that he can just seal them away. This will work. Or at least, he thinks so. Beerus then intervenes. This guy's getting annoying. He's immortal, and now he's trying to seal away his students. Beerus isn't going to settle for that, and Zamasu turns to him laughing. What, he thinks this Kai's gonna work? He's immortal, he's not gonna kill him. And Beerus says yeah, it probably won't work, but he has a better solution. He has sealed Kai's away before, so maybe he could do that same thing here. Wait, what does he mean by that? He sealed a Kai away before? Beerus says don't ask too many questions. In his hands he has a sword, another Z sword. What is he gonna do with that? Zamasu is beginning to get nervous. And within the blink of an eye, he's sealed away within this. Beerus commends the mortals for their effort, but he says there's nothing they could have done against this immortal. Although, if they want, they can keep the sword as a souvenir. He has nothing else to do with it. Just make sure not to break it or else he'll be freed. Wow, they weren't aware Beerus could do that. And this is the first time he actually got involved and did something. But he saw how potentially dangerous this could be, especially if Zeno found out. I mean, someone time traveling, a Kai trying to kill all the mortals, stealing people's bodies. Yeah, he didn't want to let this get out of hand because if Zeno found out, well, they'd all be dead. Probably not just this timeline either. Although, they do need to take care of Zamasu in this timeline. But he and Whis will handle that. The mortals defeated that Goku imposter, who they assume was also just Zamasu using Goku's body. Not that it matters anymore. Beerus turns to Trunks. He'll just forget all the time travel nonsense. He'll sweep this under the rug as long as Trunks doesn't do it again. And Trunks is pretty terrified of this guy, so he agrees. He thanks everyone for their help, going back to his timeline, which is now safe from Goku Black and Zamasu. And next up, we're going to be heading into the Tournament of Power. But first, we need to formulate a team. After the time skip, a bunch of stuff happens in between then. Mainly with training. Vegeta eventually does access something above Blue Kaioken, or at least something on par with it. He gets Blue Evolution. This will be his own form. This will be his own evolution in power. It's going to be amazing. He's going to work on this even more to make it even stronger, and he'll get ahead of Kakarot and Piccolo. As for Piccolo though, he eventually does unlock a new evolution of Namekian God, which we'll just call Super Namekian God. It's a blue-eyed form pretty much like Super Saiyan Blue. This is his next evolution of it. If you haven't already noticed, I'm taking these two forms from Dragon Ball Heroes because this is what Namekian God forms look like anyways. Which isn't much different from normal Namekians, so, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see in the eyes, and I guess that's enough, right? It's basically the same thing as Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, although with a Namekian flair. And of course, Piccolo is going to be practicing with Kaioken with this. But still, even with all this great strength, the group's worried that they might not have enough people for the team. So now they're going to actually need to recruit all these people from Earth. Will they actually find enough strong fighters? Well, Beerus has a great idea. Piccolo's going to be the leader. He seems the most pragmatic of the two, and he could probably formulate a good team. And he has some good ideas. Of course, it's him, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan on the team too. So, 4 people right there, all of whom are very strong. Goten and Trunks might be able to join as well. They have been training more than normal, and even though they are kind of inexperienced, this will be a perfect opportunity for them to get that experience, and maybe they are strong enough to actually help out here. Who knows though, but hey, that's 6 fighters. Next up, they can get some of the humans, Krillin, Tenshinhan, Roshi, and Yamcha. 4 more people equaling 10 fighters. Of course, the humans aren't really that strong compared to the Saiyans and Piccolo, but still, they are strong and very strategic fighters. That's how they've made it this far as warriors. Even though they're not the strongest people, their strength, their strategy, and their combined knowledge will actually help them a lot during this tournament. They'll be very valuable assets to the team. There's no androids and no Frieza here, which is why they had this issue. But still, they were able to get 10 people, which is perfect. They got humans and hybrids who have all kept up training. And they also have the Saiyans, and Piccolo of course, whose strength has already been discussed in depth by now. So even though we're missing some people on the team, if anything, this team might actually be better than normal, but we'll be seeing all of that in the next part. This is where we'll leave off for now. So, what did you guys think about this video? And what do you think is going to happen next time? Leave any thoughts or suggestions in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out and see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And let's try to hit that like goal from the beginning of the video so we can get another part of the series. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as hitting the bell icon so you're notified about any future uploads on my channel, including more parts of this video or any others like it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.